Okay, see, now I have his face stuffed in my shirt, right? But, like, I have to, look, I have to have my hand underneath him. Unless, let me see if I can put Piggy in my shirt. Maybe this will do. If I put him in here, and then maybe try and rest his head on top. Let's see if that works. Ah, that's much better. So obviously this is a balancing act, right? Because you already know that I took his head off of his chest base or whatever. Let's see how many people I can fit in here without dropping anybody else. So yeah. Sam say lo tat bat. Well, we're still missing people. The other girl. Yeah. Okay, so I didn't really do much yesterday besides just go eat. Look, I don't want to hold them. They really need to just start doing things like Toy Story. Anyway, yeah, I just have really nothing going on, really. Like, you know, the very big difference between myself and other travelers is I feel like most people are only here for a few days. And meanwhile, I'm literally in this one spot, in this one hostel for basically a month. So at most, since I've been here, which has been less than a week, I've seen so many fucking roommates coming and going already. I would probably say maybe 10, if I could give it a rough estimate without really thinking too deeply into it. There was like what seemed like I don't know if the girls were Scottish, mostly European. I mean, because that's it's easier for them to come over here as opposed to Americans. I told you there was that Filipina girl, right? She actually lives now in Hawaii, but she said that she cut her trip short here and decided to go back home to the Philippines to go spend time with her mom. So she was basically traveling. So she quit her job, I guess because she was working in like as an x-ray technician or something like that. And I guess it's easy for her to find work. And I think her job said that she can come back whenever, because I guess there's always a demand for that skill, because everybody else just wants to be a nurse. But like, she couldn't just like ask her employer to go on vacation for a whole year. So she had to quit her job and then come back to try and work. So yeah, I mean, like I said, that's basically how people are, you know, because typically an employer will give you, an American employer will give you 2 weeks of, I guess, paid vacation per year. But Europeans, in case if you didn't know this, Europeans are supposed to have 30 days minimum of paid vacation per year. So that's one big difference. I mean, this is why Americans are just slaves and they don't even realize it, or they don't know. Like, they're just too busy living the rat race life, you know what I mean? Like, they're too busy in the grind to really, like, and this is why people just get burnt out. People just burn themselves out. They feel miserable with life because, you know, all you do is fucking work and pay bills, and that's it.